Hi, I'm Scott Steyn, and I run a packaging business with my dad and my brother. It's called Brasco. We're a wholesaler and importer of packaging products. There was a few people, like I had always been interested in joining business networking groups because my industry, there's a bit of a lack of colleagues and people that I can talk to. So I was always looking around, and I think I just heard about it. But at the time that I decided to join, I just looked it up. Actually, you know what? Jason Ince, he has a printing company called Adpost. He's been in EO Sydney for a long time, and I think he was the guy that I knew was in it, and I contacted him, and then he talked it up big time, said you got to get in it. So I didn't know a lot, but I thought a business group with like-minded people, that sounds good. I wanted to join it. But the thing that really drew me to it in that onboarding process, you know, where you meet whoever and they take you through that process, was that they kept talking about it's about like learning and getting business information and stuff, but it's about connecting on a level with people who are in similar business, who are in similar stages of their business, where they've got similar challenges, and a group of people that you can't find a similar dynamic or connection with. So you've got your family, which you can talk to certain things, but then you've got your people in your industry. And both of those you've got to present in a certain way. And so the way they presented me was EO was like, there's no bullshit. You can share all your challenges. You don't have to talk things up. And you'll find that a lot of people, there's a lot of similarities, so you can sort of work with that. So that was, that was how it was presented to me. The training was really good, and they kept talking to us about vulnerability and honesty and all this. And I was so revved up after doing my training. And in my first forum, I've just outpoured all this stuff to my forum, and then afterwards I've gone, shit, was that a little bit too much? because the training actually got me into a really good place where it really encouraged me to be really open and vulnerable. Look, the growth that I've got from it, I haven't been to a lot of events, but that really wasn't why I was joining. I've grown because it's inspired the people in my forum. So, you know, big shout out to those guys, but the people in my forum have inspired me that through their vulnerability, that the challenges that I go through with my businesses are not unique, and that it's happening to like a lot of other businesses. And so like keep going and keep being inspired. So they inspire me through their challenges and by normalizing a lot of things that I didn't think was normal. I think the best thing about EO is that the forum is sacrosanct. You know, you've got to just find time. So when people say you've got to find time, the minimum commitment with EO is you've got to find call it 4 to 6 hours once a month. That's it. Like, you should try and do more time, but I really can't preach on that because I probably only go to a few events every year. But I think forcing you to have to do that, you just find the time to at least go to your forum. And every time you go to a forum, even leading up to it, where you're like, oh, I haven't got the time for this, blah, blah, but every single time when you come out of it going, I'm glad I did.